Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Kamigami no Asobi episode 10. For those of you who are eager for me to, finish certain shows, this is going to be your lucky 2 weeks, guys. I originally was only going to have Friday off this coming week, but my assistant manager had to make changes to the schedule because one of my coworkers who had to go on leave for 2 weeks, for military stuff, just came back, and she had to change the schedule to give him hours, and thus, instead of having only 1 day off, I get 4. And the other 3 days, only one of them is a morning shift. Actually, the whole morning shift thing will probably be better anyway, because actually, it wouldn't matter anyway because the morning shift is Sunday, and my other nephew starts going back to Head Start Monday, and that's a closing shift. So I get to have so many days, and actually, the week after that, we are supposed to get our 2 week schedules. We're supposed to get our schedules like 2 weeks in advance. Like, we're supposed to get the next week and then the week after that. So the week after that, I get 3 days, I think. Either 4 or 3 days, I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at it. But I think a bunch of them are closing shifts, the ones I do have to work. So yay! I get to work. I get so much time that I will be able to record. So once my mom leaves with the kids in the morning on Monday, I'm getting up and working on so many videos, it's not going to be funny. I'm hoping to finish Magi, Oron, Fruits Basket, Demon Slayer, and JoJo's. For, shows to finish over these next couple weeks. If just the first week alone, maybe. Actually, I probably wouldn't be able to finish all the first week alone, but probably going into the next week after that, then I'll be able to finish them. So, yeah, today I'm going to do reviews for the moment, because I already did 2 episodes of JoJo. Yesterday I did 3 episodes of Oron. I did one of the shit week videos for my second channel, which was a malicious compliance one with 4 stories in it. And then I did 2 episodes for Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So, yeah, I'm going to try and get as much done as I can. So I'm going to try and finish reviews for Kamigami no Asobi, and if I get lucky, School DxD as well. So, this is going to be my review for Kamigami no Asobi episode 10. This is the play episode, and this is the first time that we actually get to see Anubis in any capacity. And it sucks because, being the god of the dead in Egypt, you would think that he would have, be more, intimidating, have more to say. But no, essentially, they're supposed to put on a play, and it's supposed to go well. They're actually end up picking the story of Cinderella, and Yui has to explain, I actually forgot to mention in, not last episode, but episode 8, that, I think it was this episode? Yeah, it was episode 8, I think. Either episode 7 or 8, I can't remember. It was one of the episodes where, Baldur was being cuckoo. No, it was episode 7. That Loki was the only one who didn't know that Yui was human. He thought she was just a Japanese god. No, and he wasn't happy about this. 'Cause, I'm guessing that humans didn't treat him well, or he thinks that humans are weak, or something. He isn't happy about it. But I think he's come to accept that. She's human. Anyway, they end up picking Cinderella, and Yui has to explain what the story of Cinderella is. A little bit, but I think one of them actually already knew the story. So they end up fighting over, they have Yui be Cinderella, obviously. And they start arguing about who is going to be the prince in the story, because the prince gets to marry Cinderella. And they all start, arguing with each other and fighting about it, and Hades actually wants to be the prince, but he just pops in saying, I'd like to audition. I'd like to audition. Just very quietly, so nobody even noticed what he was saying, which I thought was, I feel bad for Hades, and yet at the same time, it was so funny. So, to settle this issue, they drew lots. Whoever would get the part, get the part, nobody, no arguings. Yui gets to be Cinderella. She actually had to draw a lot to get Cinderella, but whatever. Apollo got to be the prince. Baldur got to be the wizard, aka the fairy godmother. Who were the ugly stepsisters? It was Sukito and his brother, I think. They got to be the ugly stepsisters. Hades got to be the king. And, Thoth was gonna be the narrator. Dang it. Oh, Dionysus wasn't really participating because at this point in when they're getting the play going, he's bringing juice. For, afterwards for them to celebrate. He sets them down, and because he forgot cups, he went to go get the cups, and when he comes back, the juice is gone. Guess who stole it? Oh boy. Anyway, Thor has to be, like various parts, like a tree or something along those lines. Loki is the servant or whatever who's supposed to be bringing, the glass slipper to Cinderella. I don't think anybody was playing the stepmother. I don't think. Was somebody playing the stepmother? There was Apollo, Loki, Baldur, Thor, Susanoo, Sukito. I think that was everybody. Anyway, I guess nobody's playing the stepmother then. But yeah, they end up getting everything set, and while the play is going on, it starts going off really well. Everything's going according to plan. However, it's a good thing you guys can't see below here. Otherwise, you would have seen two big things greeting you. Because this shirt is more low cut than I like. It doesn't show a lot, but I don't like showing, my cleavage at all. So you would see it. But it's a good thing you guys can't see it. Anyway, Anubis pops up. He had taken the juice, and drank a bunch of it, and Dionysus is chasing him, and Anubis ends up causing the script to get wet, and the stuff has to kind of improvise on the reading the narrative. So he ends up making little comments like, the idiot wizard appears or something like that. I don't know. He just makes weird comments like that. But that's not the only thing that happens. Loki decides when they get to the scene where Cinderella's gonna go try on the slipper that he's gonna perform a coup d'etat and take over, and he takes the slipper, and essentially they come to the realization that anybody who gets the slipper gets to marry Cinderella, and thus an all free-for-all starts happening. And yeah, it doesn't help when Anubis starts popping in, and they all get covered in juice and knocked down in the process. And yeah, apparently despite all this, the play ends up becoming a success, and everybody has a good time. And Hades kind of pops in again, with the being quiet thing while stating his opinion, and nobody pays attention to it. And I can't even remember what that one was, because this episode didn't even check it. I didn't even check to see what the episode was about, because I already knew what it was, because then after this episode, we got the freaking climax and finale to pop up. So yeah, I actually like this episode. It was kind of odd. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and I will see you all next time.